Another way to look at the two differences between school and practice is like who's in charge. Who is the person who has final say, which dictates everything down below? In school, it tends to be the teacher, right? Yeah, obviously there's a teacher, and then there's like department head or chair, and then there's a dean. But for the designer, for the student, for the architect, it's the teacher. If the teacher likes it or they approve it or whatever, that's all that matters, right? In the context of when you're doing a project. It's a little bit different in practice because you have a boss, but your boss, your architecture boss, is not actually the boss. The client is the boss, in the sense that they're the ones who have final say, yes or no, I like it, I don't like it, or we're going to change things, or this project is scrapped for reasons that might not even have to do with you at all, right? And so it's a little bit weird, actually. Also, that reminds me that in school, it's a mistake that students make. They seek approval from their teachers. They really shouldn't be doing that, but that's it's there. That's what happens.
Safety blanket.
Yeah, in a way. And that can be a bad thing. It can also be a good thing. Like, you should listen to your teacher, hopefully, if they're a good one. And when you're working at an office, the same thing happens with your boss or your partner, right? And there's levels. That's why when there's more hierarchy in an office, the more frustrating it is for designers, because you create something, you show it to your design director, and you're looking for their approval, because then you can go home, right? They approve it. Then they go up to their, let's say the partner, right? They need their approval, so then they can go home. And then the partner needs to present it to the client, right? And so it's like you can produce something at your desk, and then there's like 3 layers above you where you can get dismissed, and you might not even be part of those conversations. And that's another thing from more of a first-person perspective, what it feels like. It's different. And I think the more that employees realize that that's the case, they think about that, the more new practices we would have. Because like for us, we have our own office. So the only person we have to, get approval from is the client. Now, I would say that getting approval does not sound right, and I would actually argue the opposite, because otherwise, why is the client hiring you if you're not the expert? But we only take it up or whatever with one person. We don't have to talk to one person. It's the client, right? The client might have a few people on their team, but that's it.